Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Friday. All right, I know a lot of you going out, probably some friends to the bar or something today. I used to do that as well. Actually, I used to drink quite regularly, quite a lot. One might say I had a little bit of a problem with it, or had a problem with it rather. But a lot of people have been in the same boat. I'm not alone with that. That I can say for sure. And as a 25-year-old guy, I have I've given up on alcohol. I'm not saying I've given up on it for life, right? But I'm about 3 months without it. And I think it's a message that sort of needs to be like delivered. I really want to speak a bit on this topic because it's not a lot of people might, at least like with my friends or with people that I've known in the past, and also what I've seen in general. There's not a lot of people my age that just like give up on it. Like most of them go out at least once a week or a few times a week, and it's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm gonna say, guys, I'm not gonna judge anything here. I just want to make you guys think on like, is it worth it? Is drinking alcohol worth it? Right? I just came to the conclusion myself, like for my life, that because things were just starting to fall apart. Like I don't want to go into details, but things were just not really working out the way that I wanted it to work out, to say the least. All right. I mean, things were just starting to fall apart. Um, so I decided to cut it out, you know, and life has just become way better without it, way easier to live as well. Um, Not only the obvious things such as, you know, having more control over finances, which is huge when you're going out drinking a lot or, you know, going out partying. It costs money, guys. Like it's money you could be stacking up, right? Especially if you have a family and things like that, then that's important. And sure, people can, you know, they can work like a 9 to 5 and earn enough money. But I knew a lot of people that were partying, man, and they worked 9 to 5, but at the end of the month, the money was gone. Why? They couldn't really understand like why is the money gone? Because they're burning everything like on partying. We're talking like $200 a week just on drinks, right? Or even more, 300 a week. What's that? It's like $1,200 a month on partying. People do more than that. People do less than that. So the finances are huge, guys. Like if you're trying to make it successful here, build finances. That's $500 to $1,000 a month you could just save, put aside. In a year, it's gonna stack up. Looking at some good money right there, right? That's like a big thing, controlling your income, because going out partying, going to bars, it costs a lot of money, guys. I'm not saying don't do it. Um, just saying for me personally, like that was like a huge thing that changed. Another obvious thing, of course, the health, energy levels, and just being able to wake up every morning feeling good, feeling well rested, feeling healthy, feeling active, feeling able to do things I want to do without having to spend half the day or even the whole day or 2 days recovering from poison, right? Now, I was a bit extreme, like I am with a lot of things in life. I'm a kind of like extreme guy. Like if I do something, I want to go all in on it. I don't know why. I'm just like that, you know. I'm like that with the music I write. With that, I'm like that with exercising, with dieting. I was like that with drinking and partying. I just want more of it. I want to do more of it, right? Uh, like it's sort of like in my, I don't know if it's ADHD, they might call it that. I've never been diagnosed with anything, but it might be that way. So for me, I didn't have that off switch with alcohol, right? It just, I just kept going with it because I love the dopamine hit. But it came at a huge cost, guys. It came at a huge cost. Like I said, I don't want to go into personal details, But for anyone that suffered from consequences with alcohol knows what I'm talking about. Um, and that was also a big shift, like just getting mental perspective on what it actually did to me. Like it turned me into a person that wasn't actually me. It wasn't me. All right. Of course, it was still me doing certain things and behaving in certain ways, but it was under the influence of alcohol. And alcohol lowers inhibitions. So in our conscious state of being, right, like without it, we can think or even feel a certain way, like we our perhaps our selfish nature wants to do something, but we're not going to do it. We rationalize why we shouldn't do it. While drinking, that rational part of the mind, it just sort of goes away, right? And with that comes a lot of regrets, a lot of shame, guilt as well once the effect of alcohol wears off. At least that's what I dealt with, and I know for a fact I'm not alone with this. It's a common thing. So just being able to have more control of my actions, my mind in general, feeling healthier, more economically sane, I would say as well, like aware. Um, Overall, I've only seen benefits. Like that's the thing. It hasn't been a single downside, right? I'm gonna make a separate video when I hit 30 days. Not 30 days. I meant 90 days, 3 months without alcohol. I'm currently like 2 months and 2 weeks without alcohol. So in 2 weeks, I'm gonna make another video on just the topic of alcohol. Um, I don't really see it as a milestone. I just keep on living soberly, and now like I'm just at that stage where it doesn't really tempt me that much anymore. Um, the first week was kind of rough. Can't lie, first week, but it's like that with everything, guys. If you're quitting a bad habit, if you're quitting sugar, if you're quitting alcohol, if you're quitting cigarettes, like if you have a bad habit that you want to cut out, like the first week, just you're gonna survive it. This is the thing. Like people that fear withdrawals, I've never heard anyone die from alcohol withdrawal, but I heard a lot of people die from alcohol. Now there is this odd case where someone might actually die from alcohol withdrawal. Usually they have been drinking for decades. They're old. They have other health issues as well. For most people, that's not gonna happen, right? You need to hydrate, drink water, get electrolytes, eat healthy. Um, yeah, guys, I hope that makes sense. Like for it just living without alcohol. The biggest thing it did for me was bring back my youth. All right, I'm 25. I felt old when I was drinking heavily. Like I felt old. Like I was aging quicker. I had difficulty getting out of bed in the morning. And I just thought that's like just the way it's supposed to be, right? Like how crazy that is, right? Like that's just the way it's supposed to be. Um, but yes, it's not the way it's supposed to be, you know. Uh, like I said, I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm just telling my story here, guys, and feeling youthful again, feeling happy, feeling joyous, feeling active. Um, my hormones are much better. Like my testosterone has risen, right? Like lost a lot of body fat as well. Generally, just upsides. The only downside might be losing some friends, that I had good times with. Genuinely, that I had good times with. Where now they don't really want to hang out because I don't drink, right? Um, not that it was like a dramatic cut or anything. It's just more like, well, we don't, you know, like we don't like when you're in a friends group, you sort of bond with over certain activities. For some, it might be playing tennis, It might be, going to the gym together. It can be practicing a sport. It can also be like going to the bars. That was like my friend group, or chilling at the home drinking, telling stories, having fun. And I miss like sometimes sitting in front of a campfire with a few friends, cracking up some drinks, but I don't think it was the drinks per se. I think it was more like you know, the bonding with these friends, and just the nature of it, and just being in the moment, having good conversations. But when you decide to not drink, you sort of become an outlier sometimes in that group, because you're not partaking in the activity that's causing the bonding of the group, right? So if you were to be in a group that are playing tennis and you decide not to play tennis anymore, well, you're not partaking. Same goes for drinking, guys. That's a sacrifice, and that might be the only downside. Um, but with that came new friends as well, and I'm still on good terms with these guys. It's just that we hang out less. That's fine. That's life sometimes. I got family and things to take care of as well, so can't really be drinking and stuff right now. Not right now, at least. Not right now. Maybe in the future. But as on my mind right now, it's only upsides not to drinking. All right, only upsides. Um, yeah. So, not telling you guys what to do once again. Just sort of wanted to share my reflection on alcohol, and like being sober, what it does. Not on any medications either. Nothing, just pure sobriety, 24/7, right? Um, and yeah, it's good. It's good. So I just want to give this reflection. Do with it what you want, of course, as always. But I hope it could inspire some people to maybe get some motivation if you're trying to quit drinking alcohol or cut down on it. That you're not really giving up anything. You're not really like the thing we've been taught of, like you're giving up something significant. It's a lie. You're not really giving up anything. You're just gaining back control over your life, control over your mind, and feeling a lot younger and healthier as well. If you like, not only if you just quit drinking and sit and watch TV all day, then of course you're not magically going to feel younger. Perhaps a bit, but if you start developing these other habits, to replace alcohol, training, running, going to the gym, eating healthy, walking more, being out in nature, taking supplements, magnesium, good for sleep, especially when recovering from alcohol. Um, Drinking tea, good healthy things. You're going to feel better in life, guys. All right. Yeah, that's it for today's video. It was a bit longer, 13 minutes. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, peace out.